gonna switch the screens right here.
Can
It's
you
0,
ask
0.
Hio to accept my... Oh, he already did.
There we go.
So it's Shaman, looks like
Shaman.
an aggro Shaman.
Yep. Well, as far as I can see, it is. And
Solely basing this on the fact that he played the Flame Juggler. Because all the other cards could be in the mid-range as well.
mid-range. Well, I've seen he does play Lightning Storm.
Oh, then it
So
will be
mid-range. He's going for the clear from the Doomsayer. And gonna smork it.
Ratje is playing
Prophet Velen?
the OTK priest.
Whoa!
With the Prophet Velen.
That's nice.
I've seen this card when Standard just came out. I've seen these kind of decks, I should say. These OTK decks, because the Paladin was very popular when Standard just released.
Mm-hmm.
And also a few late game decks were very popular, and that meant that you had to burst them down from 30 health most of the time. And those OTK decks did just that.
Alright.
Well, this is a top deck. The top deck Thunderbluff Valiant. So he buffs well, 4 minions with it.
Yep. And he keeps that 2/2 taunt to protect it. Oh, and he gets the entomb. That's huge for Ratje here.
So is this gonna be a top deck match?
I think it is. Mana Tide, alright.
Hio can top deck twice. Hopes to get the taunt here. He gets the taunt.
He gets the taunt. He goes for, does he go for the trade? He could trade the 2 totems for the 5.
I think you go for the trade here. Because you know Ratje only has 2 cards here in hand.
Mm-hmm. And
if he top decks, let's say the 3 damage to all characters, to all minions. What's the name of the card?
Sorry,
Excavated Evil.
Excavated Evil, indeed. Yep,
Yeah,
he could clear it all and go face.
Yeah, so you definitely clear here.
Oh, and he's going for face, it seems, or he's really debating what to do here. And he goes for the trade.
And also, you do want to keep the Manatite Totem healthy.
Yep, well, it is protected.
You want to clear as much as possible.
Oh, he gets the hex.
That's huge.
Huge right now, yep.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, another totem.
This is getting out of hand really quickly.
Yep. Well, it is a top deck game. So we've got 12 cards for Hio right now and 15 for Ratje. Primal Fusion. Oh, this is nice for Ratje here.
Yeah, that will buff a minion for 4/4. And if he plays another totem for 5/5. 1 mana plus 5/5. Doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah, but you...
the card I hate most in this game right now.
Tusker.
The Tusker Totemic.
You gotta love Tusker.
Yeah, you play it here right next to the Totem Golem.
And he's gonna get another Totem Golem. I'm calling it right now.
Nah, I'm going for the Flame. Flame Tongue.
Oh!
We didn't call it.
So, do you Primal Infusion your taunt? Well, it's kinda... Alright.
I don't really know why he traded it 3/4. If he could clear with the Primal Fusion.
And this buff means that he can... Ratje can use his... whoa, he gets the mind control, but...
He plays a mind control. What year is this?
I've actually never played mind control. I've never played mind control.
I've played mind control like in my first few months that I played Hearthstone. And I remember very good that the first tournament I played, it was in Al van der Rijn. And I was so happy that I mount controlled an Isera, because for the first time I had an Isera on my side of the board. I did lose that game horribly.
And he gets another mana tide.
Is this game going to
It
fatigue?
evil.
Also the Cabal Shadow Priest.
Oh
Now the top
dear.
decks are for Ratje. What I was gonna say, he's got, and that's gonna change the power on the board, of course. But we see the Shadow Word Dead already in hand.
Yep. So that quickly gets the totem, taunt totem. I think he was hoping for a increased lightning storm damage.
Yeah, might be, but even that isn't that good on this board, because you also have to get through the to the taunt totem. So even with a spell power totem, you still had to play the lightning storm and the excavated evil to clear the taunt totem. That's of course not counting the minions that could attack.
Yes, exactly. He's got 4 more cards, and I'm actually thinking that Ratje is pretty in the upper hand right now, because he's got 10 cards left. And even though he's only got 1 minion on board, he can really deal with this board with ease.
Yeah.
Can heal up his Cabal, and he does.
And the Manatite totem isn't that bad for Ratje here, because every turn he will draw a card.
Yep, that brings him 1 step closer into fatigue.
Yeah, and that's what you want, right, as a priest?
Absolutely.
Because I don't think that Hio is playing an Elite Starseeker of some sort.
And he gets an Azure Drake.
Yeah.
I think you kinda have to, don't you? Because you
Sure.
you need the board presence, but you might even consider going Hex on your own totem.
Well, that might be a bit rash.
So did he? Shouldn't he have traded the Tunnel Trog with the Cabal and then Hex?
I'm
And he's most definitely regretting that right now, I think.
Yeah, sure, but as we mentioned, he doesn't have that much power left, so maybe he should preserve that 5/3, just to have some power left on board. Because how is he gonna win otherwise?
Double excavated evil for Hio here.
I think you just wait.
You wait.
Just do nothing.
Just take the damage and because both if you play Senjin and Windrunner, the thing from below just easily trades off with it.
Yeah, you can play the Sylvanas, of course, but it doesn't accomplish the thing here, because he will just trade in it. And now we see he will play his whole head, of course. Now you can play your Sylvanas, and now you will definitely get a minion from it. And that would be the death of Hio. Oh, plays Abomination in his deck.
Abomination? Wow. Well, this is a really weird priest deck.
So
but it looks like it's working for him.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of tagged to the Zoom matchup then.
Double excavated evil, multiple taunts. So, yeah, I think it's most definitely anti-aggro.
Yeah, sure. If you're playing priest, your mode's definitely anti-aggro. Yeah, you can just trade your Sylvanas away here, see what it gets. Play your taunts.
He gets the taunt? No, he gets the Searing Totem.
Yeah, but you can still play your taunts here.
Double taunt. Yep, I think this is...
There's no way Hio can deal with it.
Go taunt, heal up. Nah, I think he has to go on bonus. He goes double taunt.
Yeah, you don't have to heal up here because you know, if you're looking at the hand of Hio or of the cards he has played, you can say fairly certain that he will play double Rockbiter.
Mm-hmm.
So he should know that. Hio with his last breath tries to do something here.
Does clear the board.
Yeah, but he does 5 damage a turn, and Ratje can heal for 4, so he does 1 damage, and this is game over.
This is game over. He's got nothing anymore. There we go. He takes
so
loss.
Even if he didn't have a card to play, Hio would do 4 damage. Sorry, 1 damage.
1 damage every
most.
turn. Yep.
And if he got 1/1 totem, he would do 2 damage. So it was just a matter of time. And I'm gonna turn on a light here because it's getting a bit dark. So I'm right back.
Yes. And we see another follow from Nekusar 11 minutes ago. Thanks for that follow, Nekusar.
Did we get another follow?
We got another follow. Yeah, well, 11 minutes ago. But I'm not sure why my Twitch alerts aren't working. But nevertheless, thank you very much, Nekusar, for that follow. Really appreciate it. So we see here a warrior versus druid, and whoa, and
yeah, it looks like the communion druid.
The ice howl in hand, and I'm really liking these decks from Ratje right now.
Yeah, so just to be clear, what we've seen of Ratje is an OTK priest, we think, or at least a burst priest.
Yep.
And something that looks like an Astro Communion druid.
Yeah.
But it could also be, of course, a very rampy druid. But the ice hole to me signals that it could contain some Astro Communion in it.
It's a nice ice hole.
So you go for the Feral Rage here, I think.
Yeah, most definitely, because if you don't want to go for naturalized, I mean, yeah, I don't think you want to give the warrior any cards at all. Feral Rage, yeah, really gives you the opportunity to clear, but he does go for the Power of the Wild indeed.
Maybe he wants to play something on turn 2, but yeah, it's got its merits.
And this is really looking like a
yeah, let's be clear. It's Ramp Druid or it's an Astro Communion.
Exactly.
One of those two. And either are fantastic in my book. Wouldn't play them myself in the tournament, but Ratje's got the balls to do it.
Yes, isn't Ratje playing in the ESL, or is that someone else confusing him for? He is, right? Yeah.
Don't think he's doing that good. But I could be wrong. I don't have the scores all in my head. So let's see, you go for the Coin Meyer Keeper here for mana. So next turn you have 5. Still can play thing. Yeah, you can play your Fendrel.
3.
What's wrong?
No, I'm just checking what would be your next play? Will be Keeper be your next play?
Yeah, if you this line, you definitely want him to clear your Fendrel, and you can go for the Maya Keeper next turn for the mana crystal, so you can curve into your Orakoa. Really looking for that turn 7 play, but seeing his cards, it couldn't be long before he turns he draws turn 7 play.
All right. So this is going to be a auto keeper play here for ro32, and he does get the nourish for next turn to draw in some extra cards or get some extra mana crystals. I mean, I think you'll go, if you go turn 5 extra mana crystals, means you go up to 8 mana crystals turn afterwards and you can do something, but you can also go for the Dark Arakoa on turn 6, just to get the extra board presence. What do you think will be better here, Sparta?
I think seeing as Hio is doubting about throwing down his Berserker, you want the board presence for sure, because if you fall too behind in this matchup, as the let's call it the Ram Druid, it's very hard to get back on the board.
All right, so we're really looking for some board presence from Hio and making sure the ro32 keeps on playing those big minions to contest with his board.
Yeah, but we see the execute in the hand of Hio, and that's huge, because if he's gonna play the Dark Arakoa, he can go for the execute for the tempo, and then it will be very hard for ro32 to come back. If this Arakoa would live, oh wow,
goes for mulch.
I like it.
But what card do we get? Does he also get a extra frothing berserker from mulch?
That would be nice, right?
We've seen the Izera, from Izera, Lehen Leper Gnome.
Yeah, the 3 mana sep, was that right?
Yeah. It was very expensive.
But he makes the call that there is an execute in hand of Hio, and knows that if he had gone for the Arakoa and there would be an execute, he will be so behind because he doesn't have a turn 7 play. And right now, if he plays the Arakoa, he will have a turn 8, turn 9 play, and a turn 10 play. So it gives him a much stronger curve against a much weaker board, as we see here.
Druid to Claw drawn.
Yeah, it doesn't do much here. I guess you can play Druid of the Claw,
Armor up, or Hero Power. Trade
so
in.
you can charge into the 1/4, giving him a trade with both his minions.
Yep.
Because I see a lot of players that play Druid of the Claw and automatically play it in taunt form, and I don't think that's correct most of the times, because we see here like an execute, for instance. He could play the Acolyte into it, draw a card, execute it, and develop the rest of his board.
Yep.
He does play it in taunt form.
Taunt form, exactly. Just gonna say it here, no balls, but
doesn't uproot, man.
No, never uproot. Melgorok.
Okay.
Yeah, 4/2. Oh, gets the Hammer of Twilight.
Yeah,
do you know what flavor text is set for the Hammer of Twilight?
I don't actually.
No,
but
you
I'm
don't?
sure you're gonna tell me.
Stop. It's Hammer of Twilight time.
Really?
Yep.
This is the moment I'm gonna uninstall this game. Because I didn't think it could get any better than with the Sea Giant.
The Sea Giant. What's with the Sea Giant?
The flavor text of the Sea Giant is Sea Giant. Yeah, you couldn't get any better than that, right?
I love it.
I love those pub quizzes we do every Fireside Gathering, where we do flavor text and everybody's like, how the fuck should I know what this is? Because nobody ever reads them.
Well, there are a couple of guys who actually know most of them. Really weird enough, but and they always
don't have any hobbies, right?
Well, one of them is Jeremy. I know he always gets in the top 3 of the best pub quiz. and he always ends up with this with the same lyrics. He goes, I don't know. It's all crap. I don't know. And then he's got like 9 or 10 all good, and I'm like, what the hell? I would.
Yeah, there's like those guys in class in let's say on elementary school, and they said, I don't know, man, didn't go very well, and then got a 9.5 or something.
Exactly.
Really hated those guys, man.
Yep. Well, I don't really hate Jeremy because I really like giving him his prize and trying to get him drunk.
Oh, let's keep that for yourself, Vic.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And we see here the weakness of the deck Ratje is playing,
Yep.
because we're getting a bit out of the game.
Yeah, because I think Ratje is really missing his Astral Communion right now because that.
Well, this is if you don't get the Wild Growth on 2, and you don't get an Innervate in your game, then you're gonna be stuck with a hand like Ratje has with 7, 8, and 9 drops.
Unplayable hand.
Yeah, and against a Temple Warrior, it's really an uphill battle.
Yep. So we see that win from Hio, and he brings it back up to 1-1.
Do you know what the last deck of Hio is?
That's the Face Shaman.
Because
no, it's the mid-range Shaman.
Yeah, it's not the Face Shaman. We've established
and
that.
He's got some kind of a curve here.
Not really.
No?
Yeah, well.
Well, you got the coin.
He can play coin, Totem Golem into Archer Squire into 3-drop. So he's definitely got the coin.
Yep.
Got the coin. Got the curve.
Got a curve.
And we see the very clunky hand for Ratje yet again. But he does have the Raven Idol, and the Raven Idol I think gives like 11% on either a Wild Growth or an Innervate.
Alright.
But you can correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I think it was like 11, 12 actually, but we'll see.
Let's say 11.5. Let's meet in the middle.
He gets another Raven Idol.
Let's see. Funky Monk asking me if Missouri is online now because he has to play him.
Yeah, Missouri should be online.
He is online. So
he goes. Ratje goes for another.
Yeah, go for the another Raven Idol because the other two don't help you at all. And we see that Hio actually chooses to go for the Archer Squire turn 1, and I would imagine Totem Golem turn 2, and then coin out a 3-drop.
Mm-hmm. I would have rather seen the coin Totem Golem 1-drop into 3-drop. Just because you can put in that 2 extra damage on turn 2.
Yeah, you know he's playing like, let's say, an Astral Communion, a Ram Druid. So you'd want to put up a lot of pressure in the early game because you know that he doesn't have any early game. You saw it last game.
So what's gonna get Starfall, Soul Forest, and Mark of the Wild. He goes for Starfall. And uses Wild Growth here.
Yeah, I'm actually addressing some of the players that are complaining about something to me. So let's keep this short.
Well, have you sent them to the complaint department?
Yeah, I've sent them your private phone number. So
alright. Well,
should be good.
That's going off right now. There we go.
Yeah. But what I was gonna say, if you played the coin Totem Golem into the Archer Squire, he couldn't deal with an Totem Golem on turn 2. So you would have those 3 damage going to face, and you know he's playing a late game deck. So so you want to put on as much early pressure as you can.
Exactly. But we do see he has got the Starfall doesn't do much for next turn, or this turn as well. Even though it goes next turn into Feral Spirit.
He's got to innovate. He can rat for 1 on the Archer Squire and mulch. But as you know, it's a mid-range shaman. It's not that appealing because you know he's got bigger and better minions than those 3/4s. But I think with this innovate, you still don't have something to play for the next few turns, and you wanna ideally innovate. Let's say
Get some mana
a 9 drop.
Yep.
That you can play into an 8 drop into a 9 drop. Now you're stuck with the same problem you had last turn.
Mm-hmm.
Which is you have a bunch of spells and bigger board.
Exactly. And we do see here the mana tide totem come up for Hio, and he can instantly protect it with the Feral Spirits next turn.
Yeah.
So I think Ratje really has to clear this to make sure he doesn't get any more cards.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a play that's gonna benefit Ratje here, but here we see if he didn't play the innovate, he would have 6 mana this turn, so he could play the Dark Arakoa.
Mm-hmm.
This turn he could play, or he could play the Ragnaros this turn. He could play the Ancient of War next turn, so he had a much smoother curve. Now he's stuck dealing with a few less important minions.
Yep.
Which I think it's not gonna serve him well, because he's already at, let's see, what is he, 9? Oh, he's 19 out.
Alright. No uproot for Ratje here.
Confirmed. No balls actually.
Unfortunately, we would have really seen that uproot.
But we're not seeing Hex in hand for Hio.
No, so he can't. He has to trade in here.
Yeah. That doesn't feel good.
Nope, that doesn't feel good. So
he's developing a board yet again.
yeah, and that's the power of Shaman here. Keeps on tossing up his minions on that board. Do you go here for a YOLO rag? And he definitely does go for the YOLO rag.
Sorry, I was looking at my phone. He does go for the YOLO rag. Let's see what were his options. He had to do something, right?
If you go Norrish, yeah, you've got 3 more mana to check out what your next 3 cards are, but so doesn't really feel good at all.
No, and Starfall isn't that good either. So I guess this was his best line of play. But still, it's a weak play, because Hio again is developing a whiteboard, and yeah, Reg is not good against a whiteboard, let's call it.
Nope.
Because he can snipe the 0/2 here and doesn't gain anything with it. And is I was thinking Hio is really playing Secret Keeper, but of course it's
no, he got it
from the mulch.
From the mulch, indeed.
Yeah, I'm thinking if there's something that Starfall does a little.
Does a little. You can go hero, also go hero power, or go keeper to clear something more and hope that Rag hits. Something.
I think you go hero power here and pray that it hits the 5/1.
Oh, and I'm seeing
then
Starfall is staying in my screen. So
I've also got a bug where Ratje is surrounded by like a halo of the forest. So that's why I couldn't see what his health total was.
Let's get back in the game again.
He actually goes for the Mire Keeper here. And he clears the 5/1, that's alright, but...
Oh, he does. We just missed that.
Let's see, is that lethal?
Is that lethal? You got 6.
9.
No. Oh no, you got your rock biter. So if you go up for...
Yeah, but he can go... Flame Tongue. So that is 6
No,
plus
Thunder
2, 8.
Bluff is +2 +2. That's 6, 8 plus Rock Biter is 11. Right?
No. Why is it +2 +2? He can't attack with the totem, right? The newborn totem. And the Spirit
No,
Wolf
you got.
isn't the totem.
Oh, right. Oh, dear. Yep. I
So
was looking
I
at
think it's
double
one
totem
off.
totem. Exactly, it's one off.
I don't really know why you wouldn't go for... Yeah, okay, he goes for the Flame Tongue totem. I would have liked to see the Thunder Bluff Valiant. Because it puts most power on board, I think. It's not like it really matters. But yeah, he can play the Ancient of War here.
Ancient of War, I think you really have to.
Yeah, you have to. What are you hoping for from your Nuris? The best board clear Druid has, in my mind, is Swipe.
Yeah.
Would clear 2 minions with your hero power here.
So let's see. Let's go back up to 5. So you need 15 damage.
And Rex snipes the Secret Keeper.
Goes up for
this lethal
+2
is
+2
6
+2.
plus 6 plus 3, so he
Still
has
no lethal.
15. I think it's exactly lethal.
Is it exactly lethal? We go up to 12, 15. Yeah, but can you use them? Use it in the correct way. 7, 11. No, you can't. I don't think you can you? Because I think you have to put in 11 damage onto the Ancient of War.
Yeah, you're right. I was counting the 10 health from the Ancient of War, plus the health of the Druid himself, and it.
No, we gotta first clear that non-uprooted Ancient of War.
Yeah. So no boss is actually rewarded here.
And this is an important moment. Does he win the joust?
Yeah, he mostly does.
He wins.
Is Ratje gonna turn his game around?
Well, it looks like it. What's Rag gonna do? I think he's really constipating. He's going for the keeper. I was thinking he might go hero power and clear the Searing Totem. Oh, and I think this is gonna be game.
Well, let's see.
What can he do? Well, he's got at least another turn, but
yeah,
you can totem, lightning storm.
Yeah, you can't do really much here. That's what you're gonna do, right? Totem lightning storm, but still.
Does clear some minions here.
Yeah, but a divine shield here is huge, because you still got a 6 health minion left on the board. And you've got to trade your whole board into his board, and can't even clear the.
Well, you can clear the entire board here. Well, he could clear it all.
He could. Yeah, okay, he could. So he plays the rock bite on his on a totem, clears the 5/6, clears the 5/2 with another totem, and then clears the 8/2 with another totem.
Make sure only the spell power totem stays up.
And make sure you don't trade your flame tongue first.
No. That would have been a whoops moment. And it's time to draw some cards for Ratje.
And this is where Ratje is gonna shine, of course. He can draw. Would you draw?
Well, and we got another bug here.
Health.
We are bugging out in this game.
What are we?
We are bugging out.
Hey, I see my head on stream is replaced with some.
Oh, is it?
With some text.
Oh. That's not.
No, that's a lot better for the viewers.
Yeah.
Nobody says a fucking thing in chat, right? You scumbags. He did go for the Norris, so he's gone for the all-in play, and it gets kind of rewarded because Hio is one of lethal.
I think you go Kraken. Did you go Kraken?
No, I think you go swipe into Druid of the Claw, but you play the Raven Idol first. And this time you go Druid in the Claw, Druid of the Claw in taunt form. So you clear the Harrison.
Or you could go Staghelm into Druid of the Claw, clear Harrison.
Yeah, you could, and then you can also play the Raven Idol. But you do leave your Druid of the Claw vulnerable to any kind of 1 damage card. So I really like this play from Ratje.
And he gets the Thunderbluff Valiant again.
Yeah.
Lightning Bolt.
I mean, he can clear the taunt. But still no lethal for Hio. This has gone on for like 5 or 6 turns now.
And the smack talk has started from Hio.
Yeah. Here you go for Fendrel Raven Idol, right? Because you've got to get something.
Yep, you gotta get something, some kind of card that helps you out here.
Because ISO doesn't do a thing. Ishar's only does a thing when he pulls a taunt, and most of the taunts from the Druid are the choose one types, like Druid of the Claw or the Ancient of War.
Going Raven Idol, alright.
And I've got
Claw, Feral Rage, or Moonfire.
you go Feral Rage here.
Gain that 8 armor.
Yeah, and you play it with the Fendrel, so you can also clear the totem. We've getting complaints here because the people can't see my face. Thank you, people, that you all acknowledge my face.
Well, they really have to wait for a couple more minutes because on my screen I can see your face.
I'm gonna tell them in chat because then they will know. My face is coming back. People don't game. Let's see, the Hex is drawn here for Hio. Don't think you play it here. You just, oh, he already toted him up. Okay.
He towed him up, yep.
I think you go face because you've seen the deck of Ratje. You know he doesn't play that much of combos with the Stag Helm, and you can put him down to 3 life. I don't think you play the Hex. Because if he plays a big taunt this
turn, yep.
Yeah, you go Wild Growth for sure here. Because you can also innovate one of your other minions here.
Yep, absolutely. So Wild Growth into whatever top deck, and then you could even go. Let's see. He could go Ice Howl and clear. Well, he has to clear. Oh man, this is really awkward. But don't you?
No,
you could go Staghelm into Stoneclaw, and you clear something with or either Ice Howl or North Sea Kraken.
Yeah, you can
and then
alternatively go Kraken into the Red of Air totem. You can go Fendrel in the taunt, and then you can armor up and stay alive on 1 health. That's
yep. I think he's going for that play. I think he is.
But I think, yeah, sorry, I know he's gonna innovate here, but I still like the Wild Growth because you want to draw something else than you got in your hand right now. 1 damage would do it. Still no lethal for Hio. Wow. This is huge, right?
I'm wondering what's going on in his over in his mind right now. Oh man, come on!
Yeah.
1 damage off lethal. He's been like one damage off lethal for multiple turns now. It's
Yeah,
like insane.
it's like the whole game, man. He wow, scenario.
Oh!
That's huge. But I was gonna say he has more turns that he didn't have lethal, and he should have than my whole game.
Scenarios doesn't mean. Oh yeah, 3 tons, and he has to trade everything again. He needs something with or rock biter. He's used one, or has he used both rock biters? I'm not sure.
I want to say he used
Think
one.
from below again. All right.
Okay, he was building up a board here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just pure survival mode for Ratje. Let's see, can he do something? He can clear 1, 2.
Gets a taunt.
That's very nice. But let's see if he goes for the Kraken.
No.
He goes 5-8 into Thing from Below. He goes Kraken into the 5-3. He has 5 on board. Nah, that is dead. So he's got to go for the taunt.
He's gonna go for the taunt, indeed.
And then you go Wild Growth first, of course.
Wild Growth first.
You're gonna play taunt armor up if you draw nothing good.
Is this gonna be a game that will be decided by fatigue? We're nearing the fatigue for HCT here. Oh, and he gets another Druid to the Claw.
Yeah, I don't think so, because I think the second taunt draw.
Again, 1 off lethal. Oh no, he's there. Oh whoa! I didn't see that one. Oh, I thought it was 1 off lethal. All right, and that game goes to Hio. 2-1. That's one.
I'm seeing in chat that we and also Hio missed lethal somewhere.
Really?
Or